So, I brought my sister and my other sister to LA because this one has a photo shoot tomorrow that's kind of like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith theme, like secret spy agent thing. So we were like, okay, we need prop guns. So I called my uncle, I'm like, do you have a prop gun? He's like, yeah. So I go over to his place and he hands me this sketchy ass box with a very sketchy looking fake gun inside. You can tell it's fake because we painted the orange, but yeah. But I was like, we still need something beefier. We need something better. So we go to Big Five. I walk up to the cashier lady and I'm like, hi, where are your guns at? And she's like, you're from TikTok. And I'm like, where are your guns at? So she points me to the guns. The guy who's selling the guns like, hi, I sell the guns. What do you want? What kind of things you want to shoot? And I was like, oh, we just want to take pictures with it. We just has to look cool. And I don't think he liked that answer. So we left with this bad boy right here, which is really cool. He informed me that it's not an airsoft gun when I joked about shooting my friends. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. Let's go. We're about to test and see how healthy and strong your lungs actually are. Okay, so on the count of 3, you're gonna take a big deep breath. 1, 2.
Hold and count the rotations. Congratulations! Your lungs are normal.
Life is beautiful.
Ooh, they're so strong. Almost there. Super lungs. That's cool.
Let's say you have a crush on somebody. You're flirting a little bit, maybe even dating, but you're not quite sure if they're all that into you. Buckle up because they're about to be. You're on FaceTime with them. Congratulations. I'm assuming you're at home. You're in your normal clothes. Okay, in the middle of the conversation, be like, oh, it's getting late. I gotta put on my pajamas. Now, you walk out of frame. They don't get a show. And when you're changing, you just happen to throw your shirt across the frame. You throw your pants, you throw your hoodie, you throw your whatever, okay? You're gonna be able to see their reaction on screen. They're not gonna say anything because you didn't do anything, but they're gonna be thinking some things. Pretend that there's something in your eye, okay? It hurts really bad, you can't get it out, you need their help. Depending on the height difference, they're gonna be looking up at you, trying to figure out what's causing you pain. You're gonna be looking down at them, or vice versa. And all you have to do is smile, and they're gonna be like, what? And you have to be like, I just really like you looking up or down at me. I would get butterflies. This one really only works if you're a girl going for a guy, or girl for girl, or guy for guy. It doesn't really work guy for girl. Okay, you're gonna be in a conversation with them, standing across from them. You're gonna have something in your hand. Doesn't matter what it is, phone, wallet, chapstick, I don't care. You're going to accidentally drop it. When you go down, you're going to grab their thigh for balance. And before you come back up, you're going to look back up at them and be like, ah, my bad, and get back up and go back to the conversation as if nothing happened. They're going to explode! Here are some scientifically proven signs that you might be a genius. You prefer to spend time alone. You often talk to yourself and you question everything. Because it's really the only time you get to be alone, and the fact that you have a hard time falling asleep, you tend to be a night owl, but you're able to adapt really easily to change, and you're able to admit the fact that there's still a whole lot of stuff that you don't know. You understand that everybody has a different style of humor, and you're able to adapt to that. You can also hyper focus on one thing for hours. And last but definitely not least, you don't have to go into the comment section and brag about how you have all these traits. Here are some weird things that happen when you fall in love with somebody. Your voice is gonna change. If you're a guy, it's gonna get higher. And if you're a girl, it's gonna get lower. And this happens because on some subconscious level, you just wanna be more like your partner. You're gonna become completely obsessed because your brain just gets addicted. Like hardcore drugs addicted, but to a person. You're gonna act like drunken fools around each other, and this is because of oxytocin. The love hormone has a similar effect on our bodies as if we just took a couple shots of alcohol. You're gonna like food more, and it's really weird, but there's been several studies that prove this, that when you're in love, something with neurons and shit, food just tastes better. And because of all the hormones and brain chemistry shit, being in love can actually raise your pain tolerance. But on the flip side, you can literally die from a broken heart. This is gonna be fun. Here's some powerful websites that you're gonna want to know about. istthereanydeal.com. You can type in the name of any game that you want and it's going to show you the website that has it for the cheapest price. Look at that right there, 40% off. Housecreep.com. You can find and read about all the crime and creepy things that have happened not only in your neighborhood, but around the entire country. hdtoday.tv. You can watch any TV show or movie you want completely for free. Like, I don't know how long this website's gonna stay up for, but they even have the newest Spider-Man. Not in the best quality, but it's still there if you wanted to watch it. I just found out that some people have the ability to see more colors than the rest of us. We're gonna figure out if you're one of those people right now. Take a second to pause this and count how many colors that you see. Okay, so if you counted 20 colors, this means that you're part of the 25% of the population that only has 2 color receptors. Surprise! You're colorblind. If you counted between 21 and 32 colors, this means that you're part of the 55% of the population that has 3 color receptors. Congratulations, you're normal. But if you were worthy enough to count between 33 and 39 colors, you're what's called a tetratromad, which means you have 4 different color receptors. You can see more colors than everybody else around you. You're more sensitive to the color yellow, and the whole white, gold, blue, black dress thing probably didn't trick you like it did the rest of the world. Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. If you're a person with a vagina, you should probably try and do some Kegels every now and then, because if the muscles and ligaments that you have down there aren't strong enough, it's been known for the uterus to just fall out. Men can lactate and produce milk just like women can. Most guys won't admit it, but it's a lot more common than you think, and it's usually triggered by starvation. If you decide to hold in a fart, that gas doesn't just go away. It's absorbed by your intestines, which goes into your bloodstream, which eventually reaches your lungs until you breathe out the fart. Literal shit breath. Here's the way that doctors try and predict your height, okay? All you have to do is take your mom's height and add it to your dad's height. Take that number and divide it by 2. And if you're a guy, add 2.5 inches. And if you're a girl, subtract 2.5 inches. Let me know how accurate that is in the comments. You know, if you're fully grown. If you're still in puberty, just know this has about 90% accuracy. Like, I'm a girl and I ended up being taller than both my parents. Good luck. Things your parents told you that just weren't true. Like, straight up fucking lies. Coffee doesn't stunt your growth. You're just short and your parents didn't want a child bouncing off the walls from the caffeine. Cracking your knuckles isn't gonna give you arthritis. It's perfectly fine and it's just releasing air from your joints. If you accidentally swallow some gum, it's not gonna stay in you for 7 years. It's probably gonna be out of your system in just a couple days. Sitting too close to the TV isn't gonna ruin your eyesight. There's been so many studies that disprove this myth. Chocolate milk doesn't come from brown cows. I've met too many people that believe this and it's starting to worry me. Did you know that your handwriting can tell you a lot about the kind of person you are? Like, seriously, there was a study done on over 5,000 people trying to find correlations between their handwriting and their personalities, and it's scary accurate. If you write in large letters, you love attention and you want to appear confident and strong to everyone around you, but under the surface, not so much. If you write in small letters, this means that you have a very strong focus and concentration, but socially, you're kind of shy and withdrawn. If you write fast, you're impatient and hate people who waste your time, and you're not really good with changes to your schedule. If you tend to write slower, this could mean that your motor skills aren't quite up to par with everybody else's, but you're a very organized and self-reliant person. If you leave these wide spaces in between all your letters, you can't really handle pressure or authority all that well, and you get overwhelmed really easily. If you don't leave a whole lot of space in between your letters, you make friends pretty easily, but this is only because you cannot stand being alone. Mandala effects that are gonna really freak you out. Anytime anybody wants to dress up as Tom Cruise in Risky Business, they do the white socks, the no pants, the pink shirt, and the sunglasses. But Tom Cruise isn't wearing sunglasses in that scene. If you imagine the Star Wars character C-3PO, I'm sure you picture an all-gold robot. But since the beginning of the franchise, C-3PO has had a silver leg. And for some reason, nobody seems to remember it. Ask anybody you know to describe what the robber emoji looks like. Most people are going to say, well, he's wearing a striped shirt, a black hat, and wearing a mask. And I'm sure you pictured this, but this emoji does not and has never existed. As a lesbian with a lot of guy friends, I feel like they tell me things or I notice things that other girls might not, so here are some things that girls should know about guys. Guys will straight up show you that they like you, okay? They'll text you all the time, they'll want to hang out all the time, they'll check in on you. It's like a big ass sign that they're into you. But if you're confused and you're not sure if they're like interested, no. Boys are the absolute worst at picking up hints. To be fair, girls aren't very good at giving them, but like, still, if you like him or you want something from him, you have to be direct. They can't read your mind and everybody's just gonna be so much happier with some good communication. Men are so compliment deprived, it's honestly really depressing. So if you like a guy, give him a real, genuine compliment. I promise you he's going to think about it for the rest of his life, and it might even be enough to get him to like you back.
Spread your wings and fly, go!